Hey guys, Bam here. So today I just want to talk about making super basic stuff, explaining how crafting works in this game, because I just got messaged by someone who asked me for a pair of gloves which was listed at 5.3 divine, and he actually asked me if he could go lower, and also he asked me if I could add implicits to it, if I could add sockets and add links and color the pair of the gloves. So yeah, I think some people do not craft anything at all, and the worst part is that he's been playing for a long time, but he always bought his item, never crafted anything. So I'll go over every single step, and yeah, if you understand those and they're super basic, it's fine. But at the same time, I'll be crafting something for profit, so this is something you could do. And yeah, I'll go into every detail of every step for this craft. Okay, so the first step is we actually buy a base. So here you can see I bought a base which has a fractured modifier. Fractured modifier means it will not be removed no matter what you do to the item. Okay, next thing, why did I buy a Paladin glove base? So the reason why I'll show you in PoE Wiki. So if we look at gloves, right now we're using a armor plus energy shield base. Okay, and the reason why is that for my build specifically, I need both of those, but you could be working on anything. The reason why I bought the paladin gloves is because it has the highest armor and energy shield. So it's the sole reason why we bought that base. Also as the mod that we're trying to work with. So if we look at it, it said Paladin Gloves and Fractured Mana. It's only tier 2, but it's fine. Okay, next we have to choose what we will be working on, how we will craft this. So for this pair of gloves, I'm trying to get something similar to this. As you can see, mana, increase armor and energy, and chaos plus the intelligence is nice, and an open suffix to craft fire and chaos resistance. It would if my gloves actually had life instead of adds 1 to 2 fire damage to attacks, it will be awesome for my build specifically. But yeah, alright. So now we'll be using essences to guarantee the chaos resistance. Alright, now for the chaos resistance, we use a deafening essence of envy. As you can see on armor, it says 31 to 35 chaos resistance, so it's equal to tier 1 chaos resistance. So we'll use that until we get something good out of it. I'm trying to get an open suffix in order to craft the fire and chaos resistance because I'm starving on chaos resist on this build, so I'm trying to get it somewhere. So this is exactly what I'll do. So here we have lightning resist, but we have a generate life. That doesn't matter. Plus we need an open suffix as I said. And on prefixes we're trying to get life plus armor and energy shield percentage. Okay, so yeah, whenever we're not getting those, we just reroll over. So here we have armor and energy shield flat. It's better to have the increased, but still it could be something useful. So here we have the chaos resistance, the increased armor, and the energy shield, but sadly the two suffixes are kind of bad. So I would probably reroll over this. What you could do is annul. You could also annul one of the suffixes. Uh, I guess we could do that. Alright, so we're back with annuls, orb of annulment, and or exalted orb. So this removes a random modifier, so it's totally random, and the other exalted orb augments a rare item with a random modifier. So one adds anything, and then the other removes. So we'll use an orb of annulment. We're trying to remove either the strand of the life. Normally I would just reroll over it, but since it's just a tutorial on how to craft items, I'll be using it and trying to remove either the regen life or the strand. So we remove the strand, so okay. Now what we can do before using an exalted orb, as I said, it gives a random modifier. We can block something, let's say on the suffixes, in order to get life as a prefix. Randomly we could obtain life prefix. So an item can only have 3 prefixes and 3 suffixes. So if we block the suffix, so if we craft, what I mean by blocking is go here and craft anything on the suffixes. Let's say strand, whatever, it doesn't matter. Now we have three suffixes as you can see. We have the chaos resist, the generate life, plus the strand. So when we use an exalted orb, it will guarantee a prefix, and life is on prefixes, so we'll do just that. And then we got physical attack damage of leech as life, so it's pretty bad. So yeah, I would have to reroll over this. But this is close to what I have. Here I have a bunch of increased armor and energy shield. Same here. And some mana. Then we on the suffixes we have intelligence instead of the regen life though. Yeah, so since it's not what we're looking for, if we had hit life, I would probably have kept them, but we didn't. So we'll start over. So use an essence. And yeah, we have increased armor and evasion and armor plus life, but we're just trying to get straight up life. And for the suffixes, we have nothing, so roll over this. Here we have rarity as prefixes, intelligence, and fire resist. But yeah, I mean, for prefixes, we either want life or the increased armor and energy shield, so we'll reroll over this. Again, we have a good lightning resist, but the added lightning damage to attack doesn't do anything for us, so bad odds. So here it's pretty good. I think I will keep this. Sadly, as I said, I would like to craft Chaos and X, so Chaos and whatever. Here I need the Chaos and Fire, but we have three suffixes, so it's not possible. So the only thing we can do with this is we have an open prefix. We can craft life on it, and that's it. And I would stop there. Maybe craft a higher tier. And then, yeah, that would be the item. I don't know who would use this, but yeah, if we just price check it, 20 chaos, whatever. But if we add armor and the energy shield, there's none. Okay, so now you would have to compete with whatever. There's one at 8 divine that doesn't even have elemental resist. So yeah, I don't know if this would sell because it's super specific for this build, but I mean, yeah, those are still pretty good. And as you can see, it's not too hard to do. But sadly, crafting life, this league is way worse than what it used to be because we can only craft up to 70 life and gloves can have up to 129 life, or 124, I can't recall now. So yeah, it's a huge difference. But yeah, I just wanted to show how to craft like simple items in order to help some people out who have never crafted. Okay, for the next step, we can add quality. So armor scraps improve the quality of an armor. So you just spam that until you get the maximum, which is 20% quality. Then here we have Jeweler's Orb, reforge the number of sockets, but we already have 4, so this is the maximum pair of gloves. And then we use a Orb of Fusing in order to, as it says, reforge the link between. Here we have the maximum possible, so 4 in, okay. And we're actually trying to get 2 links here, so we'll do it again. Yeah. And now we're trying to get red blue here and red blue here, just like our pair of gloves right now. So as you can see, those two are linked, those two are linked because this is what I'm using. And then yeah, we're trying to get red and blue. In order to find out if what you're working with is accessible or not, you can always Google Vorishi craft. If you type that Vorishi craft, it will get you to a website and tell you what's the best way to get it, entering what are the requirements for the item and anything. But since I knew this is armor and energy shield, so meaning armor is red and inner shield is blue, so meaning it's pretty easy to get this. And yeah, now we're done with this. Okay, next we have Lesser Eldritch and Iker and Lesser Eldritch Ember. So those two will add the Ether of World implicit and the Searing Exarch implicit, so it can have 2 implicit. And you see, now we have Withered, you can see, and then we have another one in Ignites Inflict Spread. So what you would normally do is spam those until you get whatever you're looking for. For me personally, I'm looking for a chance to enter and chance to unnerve. So if you look at it, so the chance to unnerve is a searing exarch, and chance to hinder is a eater of will. This is eater of will. And yeah, as you can see, sometimes it can take a while before you hit it. So sadly, we didn't hit with any of the two, but yeah. So you get the idea. You spam those until you get what you're looking for. So yeah, this is how I start my item from scratch. You don't have to buy a fractured item, but it does help because it guarantees one mod, and if you do use an essence, it guarantees another mod. That's where we have the guaranteed mana and the guaranteed chaos resistance. Hopefully this helps, and as always, take care, guys.